think that's our sign to hurry up.
I think that's our sign. We should have voted the other way.
New business. Is there any new business?
Yes. Mr. President, I would like to ask for unanimous consent from the council for a resolution authorizing agreement with Tyler Technology Incorporated for software and maintenance for the police department and municipal court.
Second.
Okay, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today as an item of new business, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Now, I would like to ask for the ordinance to adopt, move to adopt the ordinance.
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion? Okay, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Okay, any more new business?
Mr. President, I have two. I'd like to ask for unanimous consent, please. The first one, an agreement with Alabama Student Angler Bass Fishing Association for a tournament to be held on March the 7th, 2015.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today under new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
I move to adopt.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? If there's no discussion, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
The next one's appointing, a resolution appointing Councilwoman Toes as representative of the Planning Commission for a term ending November 5th, 2018.
Second.
No, second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today under new business, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, consent has been granted.
I move to adopt, please.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yes, Councilman Worthy, I think he made it maybe one meeting on this. No. And I appreciate Council Lady Toes for, Councilwoman Toes for stepping up to the plate, taking this position.
Indeed, this is an important assignment. We appreciate her commitment.
And the first meeting is next Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Okay, is there any more discussion? All right, if there's no more discussion, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Is there any more new business?
Yes, Mr. President, I have one. It's ordinance 394.1, suspension of smoke-free air ordinance. Ask for unanimous consent to consider.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the ordinance today under new business, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, we have a unanimous vote for consideration.
Now move to adopt.
Second.
Okay, is there any more discussion? Okay, clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the ordinance, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Is there any more new business? Okay, department reports, committees, boards. Okay. All right, we're now down to remarks from the mayor and the council. Mayor?
Yes. How many of you saw the football game last night with Cincinnati and Denver? Once again, that's why we're known as the city of champions. I'll have to say, if you didn't, you missed a good one. One of our local guys, formerly from Memphis Sampson, but recently from Gadsden City High School. But anyway, he intercepted a pass and ran it back for a touchdown to give him a lead, and then in the closing minutes, he intercepted another one in the end zone. And that's 3 interceptions in 2 games. So I think his stock is moving up, Mr. Dre Kirkpatrick, and we're real proud of him. That's good.
Against
Cincinnati.
against probably a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, too.
Could be.
Paid
Could
man.
be.
Yep.
Yeah.
No comment.
Okay. Mr. Evans?
Wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
All right.
Same. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Since we're talking about football, we have 3 other players from Gadsden City that plays for the University of Louisiana in Lafayette. They won a bowl game for the 4th year in a row, the New Orleans Bowl. And my son happened to be one of them. So,
There you go.
Councilman Billings?
I just want to wish everyone a happy holidays.
Councilman Kenny?
From my house to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Councilman Reed?
Every year I think about this, I'm going to say it again. If we had everybody feeling like it was the 4th of July or Christmas Eve, we'd have it not. Wouldn't have a problem in the world. Merry Christmas.
All right. All right, and I'd like to also echo those sentiments. Happy holidays to everyone. Please be safe. Please go out and spend some quality time with family and friends. And don't forget the reason for the season. I had a very good opportunity, I think, this Sunday to attend James Memorial Baptist. And Pastor John Copeland, who's serving as an interim pastor there, preached a very compelling message. And what was interesting, though, is he told a story about an interpreter who was being asked to interpret for a gentleman who was speaking against the gospel, speaking against everything that was in the Bible, calling it all lies, and people were coming up in droves to this guy and joining the church, and so that may be my signal there, but so he was concerned, this preacher that was there was concerned that people were coming up in support of what he thought was a gentleman preaching against the Bible. And so what was interesting is he walked over to the young lady who was interpreting, and he asked, he said, what did you tell them? I mean, why is it that these people were so intent on responding to a call against the gospel? And she looked up at him and she said, no, I actually told them that the Bible was good. He just thinks I told them that the Bible was bad. So, the message in all of that, other than the obvious religious message, the message in that is it's important to understand, read, and know for yourself. So you hear me talk about that a lot. Don't just let this council or any individual tell you what they think you ought to understand and know. Understand it and know it for yourself. Okay? So I think that's all I have. Is there anything else?
I know you understand this from when I was coaching. That a while with you. There's a saying, I know you think you know what I said, but what you heard is not what I meant.
or who you going to trust, me or your lying eyes? I've heard that one before. All right.
On the back, probably garbage.
Yes, thank you. All right. Also, do you have one other announcement before we adjourn? Due to the Christmas holidays, Thursday's garbage route will be collected on Wednesday, and all other routes will be collected on their regularly scheduled days. Okay? I entertain a motion that we adjourn.
So move.
Second.